So I had grand plans with this one. I heard about this place as an alternate route up Mt Maroon, and it took in a little spot called Paddys Falls, and I was going to blaze a trail and find my way up to the summit, going where few have dared. Not really, but anyway. Unfortunately for me, my wiki lock crashed soon after I arrived, and I didn't have phone service to access the trail again. So I boldly decided to press on with zero idea of where I was going, and relying only on a previous glimpse of the map and my goldfish-like memory to navigate. I wasn't actually going to make this video, as it was a bit of a fail trail. But after some consideration, I thought, why not? An adventure's an adventure even if it's a misadventure. So, let's go. You drive past the Lower Portals Road along Seed and Spinner Road, and then turn left at Drynan's Hut Road. After negotiating what I heard was four-wheel drive terrain, you end up at the end of Drynan's Hut Road.
I was going to say that you need a four-wheel drive to get here until I saw this. So if that thing can make it here, then yes, pretty much anything can. The track in was a little bit muddy, and there's hardly even any mud on the thing. So anyway, let's get moving. So this is socks and shoes off unless you can find another way around. Yeah, you probably could have crossed up there.
Once you get past the creek crossing, it's a pretty uneventful walk along a fire trail. I mean, you could make it more eventful if you wanted to wander off the trail and become one with the wilderness, but for the purposes of this video, we'll stay on the fire trail. From what I remembered, I need to leave the track at some point and travel along the creek until I hit the waterfall. Down here at this level, the weather was quite pleasant for mid-January, and I was feeling adventure in the air.
So now we get to this little section here. You've got a little trail going off to the right, big tree there. There doesn't appear to be any sort of arrows or anything pointing in the direction, so you just have to pay attention for it. But yeah, it's about, I don't know, maybe 50 odd meters past that little creek bed we just crossed. And yeah, so turn right and we go up from here.
Soon I found the exit I was looking for, and after a fun little descent down an embankment, I began my rock hopping trip up the creek. Looking back, I'm quite glad the weather was dry, as this would have been a full-on slip fest if it was raining. After leaving the brisk pace of the fire trail, the terrain does slow you down quite a bit here in the creek. That, and I still was unsure exactly where I was going, but as long as you stick to the creek, you'll get there.
So there's a lot of this sort of stuff on this trail, so your rock hopping skills better be good. Don't do it if you've got dodgy joints, so otherwise it'll mess you up. That's probably why it takes so long. Anyway, let's keep going.
Eventually we arrive at the base of Paddys Falls, and it's something really nice to see in person.
Nice.
But as time was not my ally at this moment, I couldn't stick around and take it all in. So I went looking for my exit, as I didn't really want to walk all the way back along the creek.
That looks like a good waterfall to abseil, I think. Now, how do I get out of here?
I found the closest thing resembling a trail just to the left of where I was standing, and began the bush bash up the slope. Again, on reflection, really happy that it wasn't raining and muddy and slippery.
Ah, Lantana. Do we go that way or that way? Let's try that way. I can see the summit from here. That's a long way away.
It was about this point where I realised the plan to get to the summit of Mt Maroon today was becoming more and more unlikely. As I had started quite late, and it was now 11 AM, and I was nowhere near where I wanted to go. And having left the cool shade of the creek, I was now feeling the heat of the January sun.
Looks like a bit of a track here. Very good. Let's follow it around.
So I made it to the top of Paddys Falls and I had a bit of a look around while I was up there. I did continue up further into the bush with the intent of making it to the summit, but it was just too late. It was getting too hot and the summit was much further away than I had thought. So instead I decided to just have my lunch and beer and chill out for a bit and come back to finish it another day. That day, however, ended up being way more adventurous than I had planned.